Welcome everyone to this new English language lesson on English with Mid channel. Today we will talk about relative pronouns. The first we are going to read a dialogue and answer its question. Dialogue between A and B. Hello Ali, what are you doing today afternoon? Well, today afternoon I'm meeting a client. A client? Yes, Adam Lamin. Adam Lamin, who is he? Adam Lamin is the man who wants to buy the car. The car? Which car? The old car, which our friend Omar wants to sell. Where are you meeting him, so that I can wait and meet you after that? I'm meeting him at the coffee shop where we usually meet on Sundays. I see now. I wish you the best, my friend. Thank you. I have to go now. Bye. Well, this is the dialogue we have just seen. Now we are going to answer the questions about the dialogue. What is Ali doing today afternoon? Yes, Ali is meeting a client. 2. Who is Adam Lamin? Good. Adam Lamin is the man who wants to buy the car. 3. Which car is Adam going to buy? Good. He wants to buy the old car which their friend Omar wants to sell. Number 4. Where is Ali meeting Adam Lamin? Good. He is meeting him at the coffee shop where they usually meet on Sundays. Well done. Let's read the examples we have just seen from the dialogue. Adam Lamin is the man who wants to buy the car. Number 2. Adam Lamin wants to buy the old car which their friend Omar wants to sell. 3. He's meeting him at the coffee shop where they usually meet on Sundays. Now, what do we call the words in red? Who, which, and where? Very good job. They are called the relative pronouns. So, the relative pronouns we are going to see in this video are who, that, which, where, whose, when, and whom. We are going to talk in details explaining the relative pronouns so that you can use them appropriately and correctly. Relative pronouns in Arabic are ضمائر الوصل or الأسماء الموصولة. Look at the example here. Ahmed is my friend. He gave me this pen. How many sentences do we have here? Good. We have 2 sentences. We have Ahmed is my friend and he gave me this pen. Good. Each sentence has a subject and a verb, right? So let's start with the first sentence. What is the subject? Yes, Ahmed. And the verb is. Is. Okay. Let's move to the second sentence. Yes, we have he and the verb gave. Well done. So what are we talking about here? We are talking about my friend. Who gave me the pen? Ahmed. So it's Ahmed who gave me the pen. Can we make these 2 sentences one? And how? Perfect. This way. So Ahmed is my friend who gave me this pen. Ahmed is my friend who gave me this pen. What happened here? So we dropped the full stop and the he because he represents Ahmed. So we dropped he and used who instead. Here, who is the connector. It plays the role of the subject as well. So who here is Ahmed, right? We can also say Ahmed is my friend that gave me this pen. Who and that plays the same role here. Let's move to the second example for more understanding. I saw the boy. He had an accident. What are we talking about here? Great, we're talking about the boy. Who had the accident? It's he. We're talking about the boy who had the accident. So to join the two sentences and make them one, we can say I saw the boy who had an accident. So what happened here? We dropped the full stop and the he so that we put who to connect the first sentence with the second one. Now we have I saw the boy who had the accident. So who here talks about the boy, right? We can also say I saw the boy that had an accident. So who and that play the same role here. Remember, who and that are for people. So we use who and that to join two sentences to refer to people. Who and that replace the subject of the second sentence, like in the example we have seen. Ahmed is my friend. He gave me this pen, right? So what happened here? We have Ahmed is my friend who or that gave me this pen. As we said, who and that replace the subject of the second sentence. This is the second sentence and this is the subject of the second sentence. Clear? Next. I saw a cat. It was black. What are we talking about here? Great, we're talking about the cat, right? So the subject is I, the verb is saw. Okay, the second sentence we have it as a subject and was as a verb. So we are talking about the cat. If we want to make these two sentences as one, we need to drop the full stop and it, because it is the cat, right? So we can say, I saw a cat which was black. Or we can also say, I saw a cat that was black. So which here and that talks about the cat here. Another example. I took a glass. It was full of milk. Right? So we are talking here about the glass, right? So to make these two sentences one, we can say, I took a glass which was full of milk. Or I took a glass that was full of milk. So we drop the full stop and it because it represents the glass here. Remember, which and that are used for things and animals. So we use which and that to join the two sentences to refer to animals and things. Which and that replace the subject of the second sentence. For example, I took a glass, it was full of milk. It becomes, I took a glass which or that was full of milk. So the subject of the second sentence. We have the second sentence and this is the subject. The subject becomes which or that. Next, you saw my brother. You met him at the party. So what are we talking about here? We're talking about my brother, right? To join the two sentences, we can get you saw my brother whom you met at the party. Whom? Why whom here and not who? Since we are talking about my brother is a person, right? Okay, where is the subject in the first sentence? Good, it is you. What is the verb? So. The second sentence, where is the subject? It's you, right? The verb is met. And him here represents my brother, right? So we use whom because my brother is the object, not the subject, right? My brother is here, it's him. Is the object of the sentence, not a subject. So we need to drop you and the full stop, of course. Remember, we use whom to talk about people. We use whom to refer to people. whom replaces the object of the second sentence, not the subject, okay? Next, I saw a man, his house was burning. What are we talking about here? Great, we're talking about the house. What house? It's the house of the man. So to join the two sentences here, we can say, I saw a man whose house was burning. Whose here is the possessive. It's the house of the man. It's something that belongs to the man. That's why we used whose. Clear? So we need to drop the full stop and his to get I saw a man whose house was burning. Remember, whose is used to refer to positions. Whose replaces the possessive adjectives. Okay, do you still remember the possessive adjectives? Let's recall them. We have the personal pronouns like I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they. How about the possessive adjectives? For I we have my, you, your, his, her, its, our, your, and their. Next, the zoo is a place. We can see animals in the zoo. What are we talking about here? We are talking about the zoo as a place, right? So to join the two sentences, we can say, the zoo is a place where we can see animals. What happened here? We dropped the full stop and the zoo, so that we can get the zoo is a place where we can see animals. Good job. Next, Paris is a city. Eiffel Tower exists there. We are talking about Paris as a city, right? Or as a place. We can get this sentence to join the two. Paris is a city where Eiffel Tower exists, right? So we dropped the full stop and there because there represents Paris. Remember, where is used to refer to places. Next, autumn is the season leaves of trees fall in it. So we can say autumn is the season when leaves of trees fall. So we used when because we talk about autumn. Autumn is a time of the year, right? So we need to drop the full stop and it because it refers to autumn. So remember, when is used to refer to time. Remember, when is used to refer to time. Okay, here we have a short quiz. Let's see to what extent you still remember the relative pronouns we have just seen. What is used to refer to people and it takes the subject position? Yes, very good, it is who. What is used to refer to things, animals, and it takes the subject or object position? Very good, which. What is used to refer to people, things, or animals? Well done, that. What is used to refer to people? It takes the object position. Good, it is whom. What is used to refer to positions? Good, whose. What is used to refer to places? Perfect, where. The last one, what is used to refer to time? Good, when. Okay, here we have some exercises, and these exercises I have taken them from the previous national exams. Pause the video for a couple of minutes. Once you are done, go back to check the correction. So you fill in the blanks with appropriate words from the list. Whose, where, who, whom, and when. Number 1. This is the house we used to live 10 years ago. So where? Because we're talking about a place. Next, the architect designed this enormous building is Moroccan. Good. Who? Next, the man we have here which, whose, who, found yesterday didn't give his name. Good job. Who? Because we're talking about person. Maggie Knight is the only student who, whose, or whom application has been accepted. Good. Whose? Doctors say that people eat a lot of fruit and vegetables remain healthy. Yes. Very good job. So who? We're talking about people. Not all children have family problems, drop out of school. Good job. So who? Students who, whom, which. Work hard, often do well in the exams. Very good job. So students who work hard often do well in their exams. Next. The police are taking the criminal back to the apartment. He killed the old woman. So which, whose, or where? Very good. Where? It's a place. Next. Tariq is not satisfied with the new place. He has to work. So is it who, where, which, whose, or when? Good job. It's where, because we're talking about the place. Rashida, sense of responsibility is exceptional. Always gets to work on time. Good job. We need to use whose, right? So Rashida, whose sense of responsibility is exceptional. We're talking about something that Rashida has as a quality, right? So whose sense of responsibility is exceptional, always gets to work on time. Next. Countries care for the environment, encourage to use the use of clean energy. Yes. Which? What is it? Gladiator was filmed is attracting more and more film directors. Very good. Where is it as a place? So what is it where Gladiator was filmed is attracting more and more film directors. I can't remember the person sent me this video. Good, we're talking about the person, so who? I downloaded the video, gained millions of likes on YouTube. Good job. So which? The video. We're talking about the video here, about something. Do you know the film won the Oscar last year? Yes. Which? We're talking about the film as well. The village we grew up has completely changed. Yes, we're talking about the village. It's a place, so where? Next, when, whom, who, which, where. So he wants to know, good, so which country will organize the Olympic Games? The young man is next to me in the picture is my neighbor. Very good job. The young man who is next to me is my neighbor. We don't know will receive the Nobel Prize in Physics this year. Good job. So we're talking about the person who. It is in the Souss Valley in Morocco the argan trees grow. Right, we're talking about the place, so where? Do you know a good technician repairs computers? Right, so we're talking about who, person. The writer novels were translated into many languages, won the Nobel Prize. So we're talking about something that belongs to this writer, which are the novels. So we need to use whose. Muha ul Hussein, whose, whom, or which. Everyone calls the maestro, died in February 2016. So we're talking about Muha ul Hussein as a person here, but as an object, right? Not as a subject in the sentence. Everyone calls the maestro. We need to use whom. Let's move to the last activity. Here we are going to rewrite the sentences using the relative clauses. Try to use whom, who, which, where, whose, or when. A lion is an animal. It is very strong. So we can say a lion is an animal, right? Do you remember which one to use? Good. We can get a lion is an animal which is very strong. Next, a novelist is a person. He writes novels. We are talking about person, right? Very good. So a novelist is a person who writes novels. He is a cheerful boy. Everybody loves him. So we can say he is a cheerful boy whom everybody loves. Why whom? Because he is the object of the sentence. Number 4. The girl speaks Chinese. Her mother writes poems. We can say the girl whose mother writes poems speaks Chinese. Well done. Number 5. I like spring. Everything looks green in spring. We can say I like spring when, because spring is a time of the year, I like spring when everything looks green. Last one, I saw the place where I was born. So I saw the place where I was born. Where? Because we have the place. Well, thank you very much for watching the video. I hope that you enjoyed watching. See you next time, inshallah. Good luck.